Hi everybody, and welcome back to another STEM video. Today we're going to talk about plants. First, we're going to talk about 5 parts of a plant and what they do for the plant and why they're important. And then we're going to do a little bit of a plant scavenger hunt. Now, I did the scavenger hunt and it took me 4 minutes. So you try it at home and see if you can do it faster or slower than me. The first part of the plant that we're going to talk about today is the root. Underneath the earth, the roots spread out and they collect water and nutrients for the plant. Then the plant can suck them back up through the roots and use them to stay alive. So roots are super important. Lots of the vegetables that we eat, like carrots, potatoes, and onions, we eat the part of the plant that's actually the root. They stay underground. The second part of the plant that we're going to talk about is the stem. The stem is the part that holds the plant up so that it can actually keep its shape. In a tree, the trunk is actually the stem. And this means that everything made of wood or paper, which comes from the trunk of a tree, is made of a plant stem. Some plants we also eat the stem, like celery. Things like bamboo, if you have anything in your house made of bamboo, that's from the stem of the plant. The third part of the plant we're going to talk about is sap. Sap runs on the inside of the tree and it's a liquid. If you cut down a tree or you cut off a branch, sometimes you'll see a little bit of the sticky sap left inside. Sap's job is to transport everything in the plant all around the plant. So for example, if a tree gets water and it needs to bring that water to a different part of the tree, it will put it in the sap and the sap will carry it over to that other part. We use sap in lots of things, but the main one that we use it for in Canada is maple syrup. That's right, maple syrup is made of plant sap. If you take maple sap from the maple tree and you boil it for a very long time, it turns into a thicker, sweeter substance called syrup. Number 4 is the seeds. Seeds are the part of the plant that when you plant them underneath the ground, they can make a new plant. So in order to keep making new and new plants, the old plant makes new seeds. Then those seeds will fall and they'll grow where they fall. We eat seeds. We eat sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and there's other things that we use seeds for. For example, coffee beans are actually seeds. Number 5 is leaves. Leaves are the big flat parts of plants. Their job is to collect light from the sun and turn it into food, and then to get rid of waste. So, how does a plant make food from the sun? It takes in the light through its big leaves, and there's a chemical in the leaves that can turn that sunlight into sugar. That's right, plants actually eat sugar. Then, in this process, it makes extra oxygen. The leaf's job is then to get rid of the extra oxygen, because if the plant has too much oxygen, it can't make more food. It needs to keep it at the right level. This is why plants release oxygen into the air, and yes, it is the same oxygen we breathe. This is why plants are so important to help keep the air clean. And when there's extra oxygen, the leaves will have tiny holes that will open up and let that extra oxygen go out into the air. A lot of the vegetables that we eat, as well as herbs and spices like thyme, oregano, and basil, we eat the leaves. As you can see, plants are super important to all different aspects of our life. Now, look around your house and see if you can find a product that's made with one of each of these things. I looked around and I found all of them in my kitchen. Can you find these 5 things in your house? I'm sure you can. If you can't, go on a walk and see if you can find them in nature. Maybe you can see some sap on some trees or some seeds from flowers that have fallen onto the ground. I hope you have fun with this scavenger hunt and you learned something about plants. See you in the next one.